2009, MTV built an empire on watching strangers fight, cry, and fall in love on camera. Jersey Shore, Teen Mom, The Real World. It wasn't really about the people, it was about the format. Take unscripted personalities, put them in the pressure cooker, let the drama monetize itself. MTV doesn't really do that anymore, but the format didn't die. It moved. Right now, Quick and Twitch, a 19-year-old webcam can be the exact same audience Snooki had. The same characters, the same manufactured chaos, the same parasocial obsession, except there's no writer's room, no broadcast standards department, and no season finale. It just runs forever. This is a video about what happened when reality TV lost its network and found the internet instead. Start with what actually made MTV's reality era work, because it wasn't the cast, it was a machine underneath them. Producers picked people with volatile chemistry, but then put them in a shared house and added the footage to narrative arcs. Villains, redemption stories, cliffhangers. The reality was raw material. The drama was manufactured in post. That's the part people miss when they say streaming replaced reality TV. It's not a replacement. It's the same machine with the editing room removed. A creator like Kai Cenat doesn't need producers to manufacture a story. He just goes live, invites 5 other creators into a group stream, and the chemistry or the conflict happens in real time in front of an audience that's already primed to treat it as a show. The audience isn't watching a person anymore. They're watching a cast. The networks are fighting over talent again, and here's when it gets genuinely interesting, because the platforms that start acting like 2000s cable networks fighting over exclusive programming. When Kick launched, it went on a spending spree to try to lock down streamers, signing names like XQC, Aiden Ross, Amaranth, and even Grand Chess Master Hikaru Nakamura to massive guaranteed contracts, with XQC's deal reportedly topping 9 figures. That's not a creative monetization strategy. That's a network buying exclusive rights to a hit show, the same way a cable news channel or a cable TV channel might outbid a rival for a franchise. But here's the twist. That makes this bigger than a straight MTV comparison. When Kick offered Kai Cenat ISO Speed a 9-figure joint deal, they turned it down. Cenat's stated reason was simple. He didn't want to sign anything that controlled his streaming hours or came between him and his community. That sentence is the whole thesis of his video. Actually, MTV stars had zero leverage over the networks. If the show ended, the platform kept the audience. The streamer's audience doesn't belong to the platform. It belongs to the parasocial relationship itself. That travels wherever the creator goes. Kick eventually stopped chasing blanket exclusivity deals altogether and shifted to paying creators based on their hourly viewership, closer to a rating system built around individuals than a network signing a show. So the machine is the same, the power source underneath isn't. The cast of characters didn't change, just the costumes. Every MTV reality universe needed a cast of stock characters, and streaming rebuilt the exact same roster of new names. The Chaos Agent Snooki, who is Kai Cenat now, the character whose unpredictability is the actual product, the physical spectacle, Jersey Shore's gym culture equals Larry Wheels, bodies as content, strength and physical, and physiques as the hook. The tabloid-adjacent lifestyle brand, Kardashians equals the influence streamer hybrid who turns the whole existence not just a show but into a feed. This is the part worth sitting with. None of this is new behavior. It's the same audience appetite from the unscripted spectacle that's existed since at least the 2000s. What changed is the delivery system. And the delivery system changing, the content itself is the real story. The internet removed some things and it came with a cost. MTV had gatekeepers, a standards department, legal review, and editor decide what actually aired. That filter is annoying from a creative freedom standpoint, but it did one thing streaming doesn't do. It kept how far the quote-unquote drama could actually go, because someone with an institutional liability was always in the room. Take that filter away, and the incentive structure doesn't just get faster, it gets more dangerous. There's no editor to cut the regular stunt before it airs, because it already aired live to hundreds of thousands of people the second it happened. Escalation is the only lever left to pull for engagement, and there's no one to pull the plug. The ceiling on how far someone will go isn't set by a network anymore. It's set by the person themselves, or by a band that comes after the fact, not before. That's the darker half of this thesis. Streaming didn't just inherit MTV's format, it inherited the incentive to escalate minus the institution that it used to cap it. Streaming offers the same playbook, but with no season finale. MTV's reality era eventually had to end seasons. Contracts lapsed. Casts move on. That was structurally an off-ramp. Streaming has no off-ramp. There's no season to wrap up. The show is just someone's life, running continuously, monetized in real life by a chat window that can shape the plot as it happens. Donations, raids, drama requests. MTV's audience watched the story. Streaming's audience is a co-writer. That's not a minor difference. It means the pressure to keep producing content never actually lets up the way TV does. The show doesn't wrap up for hiatus. It just keeps needing a next episode indefinitely generated by one person's real life. The genre didn't disappear when MTV stopped making it. It just stopped needing MTV. Reality television, whose innovation was realizing people would watch strangers live, their lives for entertainment. Streaming didn't invent that appetite. It just removed every institutional layer that used to sit between the audience and the person, and let the relationship run without a filter, without a season order, or without anyone else in the room to say when enough's enough. Jersey Shore had a finale. Kick doesn't.